Hi everybody, Russ from the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well, my friends. If you're new in here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe. Have a look down there. That little subscribe button where it says subscribe is red. You're not subscribed. Click it. It goes grey. How exciting. Then you get the bell notification. Don't miss any content we've had coming up. Obviously, this week we had Igor Stimac's interview. We've had lots of other transfer news and transfer gossip and stuff like that. Today's been a bit eventful, isn't it? Been a bit of a beast today at West Ham, sort of news and views. We had the pictures of what's his name, Brozier. God, I forgot his name. Then Brozier coming out coming out in the morning of him leaving the Chelsea training session with a protective boot and crutches. Oh dear. And then obviously the news broke at lunchtime, live on the show actually, that Aji Elese had moved to Sunderland on a permanent deal for 3 years plus a 1 year option. Good luck to him. Good luck to him. I don't think he, and I sort of made the point where with Elese, I didn't think he was, I mean, in essence, he was sixth choice really, because, you know, by all accounts, Moyes had basically said, you know, not kiboshed the Fulham the deal to Fulham deal, but yesterday that's what he said, wasn't it? He pulled out. Went, no. And then Elise sold. So maybe this was already in the works, and that's why he didn't sell Diop. I don't know. No one knows. No ITK knows as well. There was no sort of nothing. And that's why I love it now with all these. No, there's not a lot of leaks now. Let's be honest. There's not a lot of leaks, and so it was good to see everyone was on the back foot a little bit. But talking about, I mean, obviously the great thing about Elise was he could play centre back and also could potentially play left back. Although I don't think just Moyes fancied him. I think we liked him more because he was a youth team player. It's a similar situation to Diengana as well when he was sold. You look through the last few years, Josh Cullen. Now he was doing bits at Anderlecht. Obviously he's gone to Berlin. Now we've obviously got to buy. We've got our money back off that. You've got the likes of Reece Oxford, who went around sort of the Bundesliga until he's finally sort of settled a bit now. Reece Burke. I mean, Luton is basically full of ex-West Ham players like Danny Potts and people like that. So I imagine people are a little bit shocked, but in essence, he was sixth choice centre-back in terms of the first team. It gives someone like Baptiste, who's 5 years younger than him, who's already at his level in terms of the level he's playing. He'll be the future for the under-23s. So, you know, it's for his own good, I think, in more than anything, for his progression. It happens. Me and Anton did a whole show a few weeks ago called Youth. It was called Youth, a victim of their own success, and we had like interviews from Tony Carr, Pat Holland, Tim Breaker, people like Lee Hodges, Izzy Ikepen, these types of guys who decided to move from West Ham to get first team football. And Sunderland are on the up. Alex Neil was in the Championship next season, and good luck to him. Good season. He could be playing the Premier. He could be playing back. He could be playing at the London Stadium in the 23-24 season if Sunderland have a good season. Anyway, left back's a position I think we desperately need a bit of cover, some sort of bit of life. And also talk about people like, Emmanuel Longelo could be, although he's brought into the squad. Now he looks like he might be leaving the squad, like the hokey cokey in out, shake it all about. So I bring you a transfer left back special today. I don't know what the collective term is for left backs, but it is a horde. A horde? I'm going to make it up. For sake of enough confidence, people will believe me. But a horde of left back rumours. The first one, we'll start off big. The first one is this man, Zinchenko. So I was just scratching my leg if I could do it in time. Zinchenko. West Ham apparently battling it out with Arsenal for the Man City left back / wants to play midfielder. That's according to a report in the Evening Standard today.
who claimed that the Hammers are prepared to offer him regular, guaranteed football in order to secure the race for his signature. That's what he wants. That's why he's leaving Man City, the 25-year-old, because he wants more football. Ideally, more football in the central midfield positions where he plays for the Ukrainian national side. We could offer that. Basically, he would cover two positions we're looking for. We're looking for a left back, and we're looking for a sort of central midfield cover as well. He's never going to really he might do. He might outplace the likes of Souček potentially in the middle, but we can offer him that guarantee football, which maybe Arsenal can't. So that could be a little ace up our sleeve. But obviously Arsenal can offer Champions League football. So in one hand give, the other take it away. I really like him. I think it'd be a good acquisition. The only thing is 30 million quid, but that's not a bad deal when you think about it for a 25-year-old Premier League winning. I mean, he's got experience of winning stuff. That's a huge plus for me. That's what we lack. We lack experience or top flight, like top tier experience, and he has top tier experience. Playing for Man City for several years now, winning Premier League, you can see in that picture there. He knows what it is to win, and I think that's what we want. We need that winning mentality. 30 million isn't a bad shout, I think, for him at all. But we'll see. It'd be a real statement of intent if we beat Arsenal for his signature. And we're also looking at there's Tielemans as well, which us and Arsenal apparently both after. It's surprising that not other clubs have got him for Zinchenko at the moment as well. Maybe some more will enter the fray when it intensifies a little bit more, but we'll keep an eye on that. So from a 30 million pound player to someone who's not going to be 30 million pounds, but I think would be a good signing for West Ham, and that is Charlie Taylor. West Ham apparently considering a move to sign the Burnley left back Charlie Taylor this summer. And he's still contracted with Burnley until the summer of 2024. Obviously, Burnley have had the likes of Nick Pope, James Tarkowski. They've obviously left already. We were apparently talking about Josh Brownhill, about Cornet, talking about Dwight McNeil, but also now apparently we're looking at Charlie Taylor. Now, we said Zinchenko, Man City, it was like, wow, that's the next tier level. I think a lot of people are going to turn their nose up against Charlie Taylor. But for me, I turned my nose up when we signed Craig Dawson. And what a revelation was he for us. And I can see Charlie Taylor being a similar type of player. We're not going to be spending 30 million, 40 million on every new signing we get. There has to be a balance. And there has to be the right mentality, the right piece of the puzzle for Moyes. And I think Charlie Taylor could do that. He's very similar to Aaron Cresswell, but obviously 5 years younger. He's 27, 28. Cresswell's 32, 33, 4 to 5 years younger. He's over 150, 160 games he's played. Last season in a relatively poor, he got relegated really, Burnley side. He played 31 times, 3 assists. Obviously, we're desperate for cover at left back, I'd suggest. And with Arthur being our cover, Ben Johnson as well, I suppose. Charlie could come in and play for the next 3 or 4 years, realistically, and cover sort of that period between while Ben Johnson maybe becomes more acclimatised to a left back, or maybe Charlie could come in as our number 2 left back, and then Cresswell retires, Ben Johnson goes into the left back. I don't know, but for me, I think he'd be quite a shrewd buy. I don't think it'll cost the world as well. I don't know, 5, 6, 7 million quid. Maybe 4 million quid. I don't know. The price hasn't been stated, but we are looking at him apparently. According to FB Ref, he ranked in the 99th percentile for blocks, 92nd for aerial duels, 88th for clearances, 85th for interceptions amongst fellow fullbacks last year. And that's why I think he could do a really good job for us. It wouldn't cost the world. And I know he's not second, he's not the upper echelon, he's not Zinchenko, but realistically, will we get Zinchenko over Arsenal? Who knows? Charlie Adams, I think, come in and do a good job, a Craig Dawson-esque job for us. And I think you need a couple of them in your squad. That's for sure. So we've gone from spending £30 million to spending maybe £8 million, maybe less than that. Charlie Adams, maybe £5 million with Charlie Adams. Not getting Charlie Adams. Charlie Taylor. Now it's about a loan deal. And this is what I mean about temperament. I think Charlie Taylor's got a fantastic temperament. He understands the game. He's got Premier League experience. Apparently, another guy we've been linked to several times before in terms of the Paris Saint-Germain left-back Kurzawa. Reported that West Ham could explore a loan move for him this summer, with the likes of players that we have potentially been linked with. If we have, I don't really... I'd be surprised if we've been linked with all of the people. 126 players we've been linked with so far on my list. Someone like Kurzawa is apparently an option for us. I can't see this one happening at all. He's 29, about to be 30. Now, I appreciate Charlie Taylor's 28, but he's just 28, whereas Kurzawa will be 30 very soon. No Premier League experience. Temperament is questionable as well. So two big red flags. I don't know why I put three fingers up, but I mean two big red flags in the David Moyes MOT test, in my opinion. I think this one's complete non-starter, but I'm reporting it to you anyway. I think out of those three, I think Charlie Taylor is our most should be the one that possibly more likely to get. I'm going to get shot down in the comments, but I think you need a balance. We're not a Galactico side, we need to. There's got to be good balance to the side. I think Charlie would bring in a good Premier League player, solid, would do a job. We're going to get with him, and would be the Craig Dawson of this season, I would suggest. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for your time as always. This weekend we should have a couple of videos out for you. We'll have one about the Mannygate incident, about Manu and Amina Mine. That'll be on Sunday sort of morningish in the UK. So just when you're having your bacon rolls and you're peeling your spuds for your Sunday roast, you can listen to that. And we should have a show on Saturday as well. And obviously we've got Reading on the pre-season friendly 3 o'clock on Saturday as well. So that's it. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay warm. That's the last thing you're going to do. It's going to hit 38, 39, I think, in Hornchurch on Monday. So stay hydrated. Keep the faith. I know there's a lot of angst at the moment about LAC going, but keep the faith. Keep the faith. Trust the process. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao for now, my friends. I will be putting my teeth back in for Monday, I promise. Bye, bye.